everyone, and welcome to a new video. So what I've decided to do is compare this game, Warbrokers, to another indie shooter game that I found months and months and months ago while I was looking around online. I know that Warbrokers is a very good game. It's one of the best games I've played, but I might as well also introduce other games that are in the FPS as well. So the two games that I have on now are Warbrokers. That's this one right here. You've seen it on the channel. Watched almost all my other videos have Warbrokers. But after I do this Warbrokers, I need to show you guys the deathmatch, the Deadshot.io, which is a .io game that is within the FPS genre, and it's another cool free-to-play browser game that I should probably recommend along with Warbrokers. So as you've seen in my videos before, if you go into the menu for the Warbrokers guns, there's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 unique guns within Warbrokers. 22. And there's no sliding in Warbrokers, but there are jumps. The only special movement in this game is jumps, while Deadshot has sliding. No, might not be Call of Duty-esque sliding, but it is still sliding. Deadshot.io has different classes, which really aren't classes, they're just guns. All that it changes is the gun. That's it. Nothing else. No health change, no ability change, no nothing. So they're not real classes. But there's only one gun per class. SMG, assault rifle, sniper rifle, and shotgun. While in Warbrokers, you get 2 primaries, 1 secondary, 1 melee, a special deployable, and then sometimes an ability if you're an 8v8. So one of the things that Warbrokers definitely has more of is variety of different weapons that you can use. Because 2022, I mean, just in primaries alone, and then 4 secondaries, is 26 unique guns. While Deadshot only has 4. However, both of these games have very sensible, ethical monetization practices. It doesn't cost $200 to buy a skin. No, it costs closer to $2 if you were to buy a skin, which you really don't have to. From what I've seen of Deadshot as well, there's hipfire, there's crouching, which is called tac stance in the game. There's ADS, no sprinting, so it's just walking, and then really low jumps and sliding. But every time you slide, you can't just immediately slide again, because there's a cooldown to it. And another thing that both of the games have in common is because both of them have infinite ammo, but you need to reload. At least in 4v4 game mode, this sort of team deathmatch kind of thing. That's something that both of the games have. However, Warbrokers is Battle Royale, Deathmatch Royale, and 8v8, as long as it used to have competitive play, compared to Deadshot, which only has the basic team deathmatch. So the gist of it is that Warbrokers has a lot more content than Deadshot. And it's a really cool thing to go through and explore the content. But don't you guys want to at least see Deadshot for yourselves and come up with your own verdict on which one's better? There are 4 classes: SMG, Assault Rifle, Sniper Rifle, Shotgun. That's it. And when you go into the game, normal walk, slide, crouch, fire, get myself murdered because I'm bad, and then ADS. So a lot of the things that are used to from Warbrokers. However, the TTK is a bit lower in Deadshot than it is in Warbrokers. And that might be an issue for people who are used to things like Warbrokers and Apex Legends as well, with its high TTK. And in Deadshot, every class has 100 hit points, because it's the same thing just with different guns. But in Warbrokers, it uses a really, really weird, bizarre number for its health points. 375. Now, I don't know about you, but some people prefer the really weird, ugly number, and others prefer a base 100. Oh, I'm at 50% health, or oh, I'm only at 1% health. I need to go hide or I will die. Okay, that guy has a sniper. Okay, killed him. The UI and HUD is also very much different between the 2 games. In Warbrokers, your health bar is right in the middle, above the other stuff they put in the middle, which is all the guns and everything. Almost everything except the map, the score, is stuffed all in the middle. Meanwhile, in Deadshot, the health is on the left. The sliding is in the middle, when you're allowed to slide, and your gun and bullets is all on the left. No, sorry, all on the right. My bad. Another thing about Deadshot is that you can crouch fire, but it's known as tac stance in this game. It's pretty similar to what you would see crouched with Warbrokers. Like when you crouch with the LMG, it decreases the spread, it decreases the recoil, it helps you, but it slows you down. Okay, changing to assault rifle. Now, like Warbrokers, in the main team deathmatch mode, you can't modify your guns. That does seem to be an issue, but at the same time, how would you balance that? How would you balance having modifications to a gun? It's pretty difficult. And while Warbrokers has 200 to 300 players daily, Deadshot has about 600 to 800 players daily, meaning it has over double the player base, seemingly, from what I've seen. Both Deadshot and Warbrokers are completely free to play, and no installation required. So I would actually love it if a viewer, any viewer, probably multiple, would go on to either of these games, either Warbrokers, which I've done forever, or Deadshot, which I'm just starting with now, to come on and friend me in the game and play on the same team as we fight the other players. So make sure to quote unquote have fun. Smash the like button like a girl in bed. Yes, I know you'll enjoy it. And go play both of these games, because both of them have strengths and weaknesses in their own ways, but neither of them are going to slaughter your wallet with egregious microtransactions, and neither of them are going to hack your PC with kernel level anti-cheat. Win-win, right?